guy was like, I love goats. Like, let's get a goat.
She just said that.
Like literally in the hallway outside of our locker room in Bramlett. She's like, guys, a goat. Coach Mia just talked to us. I'm like, how are you like, how's this coming to mind so quickly? Like, what? And then we're like gap goat, it makes sense. Like me and Serena are over here like we don't have any ideas, so let's do it. So we ordered a big goat off Amazon and he came in and my cat had a gold chain. Took my cat's chain, brought it for the goat, and that's how the gap goat came to be, yeah.
K-State family, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Cats Talk, hosted by Wildcat NIL. We hope you enjoyed the conversation. Be sure to like, comment, or subscribe wherever you find your podcasts, including Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Please also follow us on social media. Your support makes it so we can continue to put out these podcast episodes. If you're looking for more information on NIL, please visit www.catsnil.com. Thanks for your support, and go Cats.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Cats Talk. I'm your host, Ryan Henington, and today we're joined by a very special guest, Ayoka Lee. Yoki, how we doing?
Good, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So, some pretty big news has been circulating.
Yeah.
Sounds like you might have made an announcement.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I decided I'm coming back for, it's my 7th year in college, but my 5th year playing. So yeah, I decided I'm coming back for my last year. I'm really excited. I think it'll be really fun. So yeah.
What went into this decision-making process?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think like with any decision, you don't want to be like super emotional about, a decision. And at the end of any season, there's a lot of emotions, going around and feeling all the feels and just reflecting on everything that's happened over the past 9 months. So I think for me, like the biggest thing was just like taking space and getting away from that and like enjoying some of the freedom that comes with, being done with your season. But after that, it really came down to just talking to like my people and evaluating my options and seeing what was like best for me. So yeah, it felt like a really big decision, but I think, after talking to people and, getting wisdom and guidance, it made it feel a bit more smaller and bearable.
Was there somebody specific that helped you, helped guide you? Or was it a sphere of people, or how did that work?
Yeah, how did that work? One of my really good friends, Sydney Goodson, was definitely like a big person who helped me just like process things. But it's also something I knew that was gonna, a decision I knew I was gonna have to make. So, conversations were being had throughout the whole season with like me and Sid and like my other good friends, Lakin and Gwen. But at the end of the season, it's like, okay, now let's really sit down and, have some real conversations. Yeah.
What were you deciding between?
Yeah. So it was really 3 things: coming back, going pro, and then just being done, starting a career. I think it's, one of the coolest things about being a college athlete is I think there's a lot of opportunities for student athletes. And like the main one being school, you get a lot of athletes get their school paid for, partially paid for. And I think that's been a big one that I've taken advantage of, like finding something I'm passionate and something that, can be a career when I'm done. So it was a really big factor for me because I'm getting my master's in couple and family therapy.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you. And it's an area I'm super passionate about and love working with people. So yeah, it was between those 3.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm curious, from the basketball side of things, were you looking at the last season and all the success that you personally had in the team, or are you more looking ahead to next season and what you can accomplish?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. I think it's important to take like the good and bad from last season, like, okay, this is what we accomplished, and use it as kind of like a springboard into, okay, like we can accomplish so much more. And then these are the areas where maybe we need to grow a little bit. And as a team, we need to get better. And also take those and, try and improve on those so that it's an even bigger springboard. So yeah, I'm definitely someone who likes like just to be where my feet are. I think we're like 7 months out. So right now it's really about, any off season, like, like building muscle, improving skills, like all that individual stuff. So that when we do come together, it's like we're even stronger as a unit.
What are you going to go into the off season specifically focusing on?
Yeah, that's a great question. So this is it's either my first or second off season not being injured. So I'm really excited just to not have to go into rehab every day, and that be like the main part of my workout. But really, yeah, just about like rebuilding muscle and just getting like building the agility and the strength and stuff that like you need to get through a long season is what I'm really most excited for. And then, just with it's, our schedule's a lot lighter. So with the time off we have, just using that well and having some fun.
I see. So talking about last season, what sticks out to you the most?
Yeah, what sticks out to me the most?
Factor's delicious, ready-to-eat meals make eating better every day easy. Wherever tomorrow takes you, be ready with pre-prepared, chef-crafted, and dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. You'll have over 35 different options a week to choose from, including keto, calorie smart, vegan, and more. Get started today and have a feel-good week of meals ready to go. Factor is the perfect solution if you're looking for fast, upscale options done easily. Get as much or as little as you need by choosing 6 to 18 meals per week. Plus, you can pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. Head to factormeals.com/cattalk50 and use code cattalk50 to get 50% off. That's code cattalk50 at factormeals.com/cattalk50 to get 50% off. The meals are no prep, no mess. Factor is the perfect solution if you're looking for fast, upscale options done easily.
Probably my team, just like my teammates and the relationships that we were able to build. I think it's really special to be on a team where everyone gets along, and just everyone can have fun with each other and be lighthearted in the midst of, a really long and like hard season. So that probably sticks out to me the most. I mean, we were really successful, and I think that comes from like, the relationships we were able to build.
I see. So good team chemistry.
Yeah.
I see. And do you feel that momentum carrying into next season as well?
I do. I mean, we'll miss Gabby and Bex like specifically, but I think we have a really good group, and there's a lot of love in the locker room for one another. So yeah.
So I'm curious. Obviously, women's basketball has taken the country by storm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of prominent players, yourself and other athletes at other schools that have kind of gained media attention that they've never had before. Specifically, you guys got to play Iowa.
Yeah.
What was that game like at the start of the season?
Yeah. That was such a fun game just because, I mean, we got to go there. We knew it was, they were ranked really high, and we just saw it as like, okay, this is an opportunity. Like, we beat them last year, so we know like we can compete. We know we can win this game. And just to do it in front of their home crowd was just, there's nothing like it, I think. And it's great playing in Bramlage, but to get a road win, and that big of a road win was really, I think an even bigger springboard for us. Yeah.
I see. And then the Gap Go.
Yeah.
Started taking storm.
Yeah, Gappy.
So I'm pretty sure that a lot of people know what the Gap Goat is, but how did this originate?
Yeah, so me, Serena, and Gabby were captains this past year, and Coach Mitty came to us like, I want us to have something that's like motivational for defense, like something that, to get us going. And Gabby was like, so gaps was something that we had done in practice, like for like game statistics, getting 3 stops in a row is a gap, and it like increases your percentage, whatever. So Gabby was like, I love goats. Like, let's get a goat.
She just said that.
Like literally in the hallway outside of our locker room in Bramlett, she's like, guys, a goat. Coach Mia just talked to us. I'm like, how's this coming to mind so quickly? Like, what? And then we're like Gap Goat. It makes sense. Like, me and Serena are over here like we don't have any ideas, so let's do it. So we ordered a big goat off Amazon, and he came in, and my cat had a gold chain took my Cats chain, brought it for the goat, and that's how the Gap goat came to be. Yeah.
I see. Is that something that you're going to carry forward into next year as well?
I think so. I mean, he's pretty famous now, so I think we would be doing him a disservice and K-State fans a disservice, especially all the people who bought goats.
Right.
So yeah, he'll definitely continue with us. Yeah.
So is that the same mentality as the try to get the Gap, build the defense up, or are there new goals and new initiatives this upcoming season?
We'll dive deeper into this conversation after the break. But before then, I want to tell you about our good friends at Home Field Apparel. Get on over to homefieldapparel.com and get your hands on some of Home Field's K-State selection of over 40 items that are thoughtfully created by Home Field's team. I personally have several pieces from their K-State selection, and I'm wearing my favorite Home Field sweatshirt today, featuring an old school Willie the Wildcat. Home Field Apparel is incredibly high quality and comfortable apparel, and there's something for everybody at homefieldapparel.com. Be sure to use the promo code CATSNIL24 when you check out to get 10% off your order. And when you use that promo code, Home Field will donate 10% of your order back to Wildcat NIL so we can support K-State student athletes. Again, get on over to homefieldapparel.com today and use the promo code CATSNIL24.
Yeah, I think that will definitely be a goal on defense. Getting at least 7 gaps in a game increases your win probability to like over 90%. So it's a pretty good goal. And, once we get into conference, it's not super easy. So I think it's a good gauge of like, okay, we're getting done what we need to get done on defense. Yeah, other goals. Man, I think this past year we ran kind of like a flow offense, which is a little bit more freedom than we've had in the past. So with that freedom, it can also be difficult at times to just like adjust and like just play. So I think continuing for that to be more fluid and consistent is probably, another goal we'll have.
So coming from a person that doesn't know much about basketball, on the court, is there a certain area you like to live or a certain offensive philosophy that fits your game the best?
Yeah, definitely like in the paint is kind of like my area. But yeah, that would probably be, defense, like rim protector, and then offense, rebounder, post moves, that type of thing. I mean, I did come out like once, hit a 3 this past season.
Yeah, so that's my question. Are we going to see more of that this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be fun. I'll definitely have to work on it this summer to get Coach Mitty to buy in. But I think if I, put enough work in, get my stats up out there, it could be a possibility.
How about team goals? Is it a run it back mentality? Is it elevate? What's the thought process?
Yeah, I think a big one was the conference title. We like fell short of that this year, and I think that was a big one that just like a lot of us felt because we were like so close, and like some injury and just other things got in the way of that. But I think that was probably at the top of our list. Like we really want to be in the running for that, and come out on top in the running of that. So that's probably the big one. I think if we do that, chances of us hosting are pretty high again. And then I think after that, it's just getting past second round.
What was hosting like in Bramlage?
It was so fun. I think, being on the road is great, but whenever you get to sleep in your own bed the night before a game, I think it's just always a bonus. So I think from that perspective, it was really fun. And then just to bring that to Manhattan and see like all our fans come out and to have a sold out crowd for our second game, like I've never played in front of a sold out crowd. So it was just really special. It was really special.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear from your perspective, like what your thought is on women's basketball taking storm and taking over the nation as far as media coverage and just the attention that the players are getting that rightfully deserve.
Right. Yeah, it's really cool. And just to see, like when I think about it like first, just like what's going on in Manhattan, like the attention that our team is getting and the crowds we've had. And then like zooming out on the national level, it's like, man, okay, like this is happening everywhere and it's really cool. Really impactful. And I'm sure I'll look back in like 10 or so years and be like, dang, like I was a part of that while it was going on.
So how do you want to be remembered?
That's a great question. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. That's a good question.
You've obviously done enough to cement your legacy. I just don't know if you have personal goals as far as that, or if you're just, I know you said you're present though. So.
Yeah. How do I want to be remembered? I think when I think about that, I think a lot about my teammates. So probably just from being a good teammate, you know, someone who was like reliable and there for my teammates and just like cared and loved them really well. And honestly, like for that to reflect to the fans and like, you know, how I like show up in games and how I interact with my teammates. Yeah, I think that would be pretty good.
So describe to me what interaction with your teammates looks like. Are you tough love teammate? Are you the supportive teammate?
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit of both. I think there's a good mix. And I think like criticism should always come out of a place of compassion, of like, I see this in you, so I'm going to hold you to a little bit higher of a standard because I know you can get there. So yeah, I'd say a little bit of both. Probably lean more on like the supportive, like I'm here for you, like if you need something. But if they need it, like I'll definitely be like, hey, like what's going on? You need to like get it together.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So tell us, Yoki, what did the K-State fans not know about you? Give us an insight to behind the scenes in your life.
Let's see. What do they not know about me?
Do you have any special hobbies or hidden talents?
That's a good question. I don't think I have any hidden talents. That's like a great question. I'm like, man, I just don't know. But I like to cook. I like to bake. Some of the people in this room have reaped the benefits of that. I just made tiramisu like 2 weekends ago. It was like amazing. Have you ever had tiramisu?
That's like a dessert, right?
Yeah, it's like coffee. Like a coffee flavored dessert.
So I've had it, but I wouldn't say that I have the appetite or taste for it. But have to try it though. Are you selling anything?
I'll give you just a sample. Okay. No, but tried that. It was great. I made banana pudding the other weekend. That one's a crowd pleaser for sure. Are
you going out just giving this to all your teammates and coaches?
Sometimes my banana bread was like super, like I got asked about it one time in an interview and it was like my coaches were like on me, like we've never had it. So that one was like I had to make it for them.
What coach specifically?
Coach Nick. If you know him. Do you know him?
I do know Coach Nick. Yeah, Coach Nick's great.
It's like on par for the course. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think what else. Yeah. Try new recipes here and there, but yeah, baking is probably where I've been most successful in terms of like people enjoying what I make.
I see.
Yeah.
I saw the interview the other day, or the you did with Coach Mitty.
Oh yeah.
You had a special guest.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I just got a puppy about a month ago. His name's Bram, after Bramlage. But he's a Bernedoodle, super sweet. He's like 15 weeks old. And yeah, that's kind of, I mean, my off season's been a lot of time spending with him and just kind of training him and getting him, you know, accustomed to life with me as his mom.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's super sweet. I love to bring him to everything I can. So yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Okay. A few last questions about Manhattan and K-State. Tell me about your favorite K-State tradition. Yeah,
my favorite K-State tradition, probably the Wabash. I think like football games and basketball games, I just don't think there's anything like looking over at the student section and just seeing the Wabash. It's just so cool. Yeah. So that's probably my biggest one.
How about town of Manhattan? Any special places? Any special restaurants?
Yeah, I'm a big foodie, so love lucha, love so long.
What's your order?
So long, it's the South Fork salad with extra chicken. I think it's the best salad in Manhattan. I don't know.
Okay, I've never had it.
Okay, what do you get?
Peanut butter butter.
Okay, yeah. I've never had it. Kind of scared. I've had the Elvis taco at Lucha.
that on a secret menu?
It's a special.
Okay.
So I think, I don't know when they have it, but that has peanut butter on it. And I liked it, but it wasn't like, I don't know if I'd get this again type of thing. But Lucha secret menu, I get Japraz, blackjack, and maybe a crunch in there. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd agree.
Okay.
All great choices.
Menu, yeah.
So, good deal.
Yeah.
Well, last thing, do you have any message to the K-State fans? And obviously, as the college landscape changes and NIL becomes a more important thing, don't know if you have any thoughts on the landscape or how K-State fans can get involved in that nature.
Yeah, no, I think NIL has been just like a great opportunity and really powerful, and just like helping student athletes while they're here, and getting them set up for just like future opportunities. So K-State fans, I'd say just like thank you for your support. It's like seen and very much appreciated. So yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Awesome. Good deal. Well, that's it for our podcast, and tune in for the next episode. Thanks. Go Cats.
Yes, go Cats.
K-State family, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Cats Talk, hosted by Wildcat NIL. We hope you enjoyed the conversation. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, or even leave a 5-star review. And please follow us on social media. Your support makes it so that these conversations are possible. If you're looking for more information on NIL, please visit www.catsnil.com. Thanks for your support, and go Cats.